Hello, I am Professor Rathod. Now, today I am going to present on the topic combustion of fuels. Combustion. Combustion of fuel. In that, a fuel may be defined as a substance, mostly carbon and hydrogen containing, which on burning with oxygen in the atmospheric air produces a large amount of heat. This fuel is basically divided in two types, that is natural or primary, and synthetic or secondary. Again, these are subdivided into three general forms, that is solid fuels, liquid fuels, and gaseous fuels, with its examples as I have been stated in the last presentation in the fuels. Now, what is combustion of fuels? The combustion of fuels may be defined as a chemical combination of oxygen in the atmospheric air and hydrocarbons. It is usually expressed both quantitatively and qualitatively by equation known as chemical equations. Now, the combustion of fuels. Combustion is a chemical process in which the substance reacts rapidly with oxygen and gives off heat. The original substance is called fuel, and sources of oxygen is called oxidizer. The fuel can be solid, liquid, or gas, although for aeroplane propulsion the fuel is usually a liquid, that is a blend of kerosene is used. Now, the principle of the combustion plants are fired by wide variety of fuels from the natural gas, but common to all is the combustion of fuels containing the elements are carbon and hydrogen, generally known as hydrocarbon fuel. In the diagram of that combustion, you can able to see the fuel, the oxygen, the heat after happening the combustion, when it goes to exhaust and heat is comes again. So combustion, as I told, it is the combination of hydrocarbons in the presence of oxygen. Right, the combustion again, the combustion of the fuel is a chemical combination of oxygen in the atmospheric air and hydrocarbons. It is usually expressed both as I told you, qualitatively and quantitatively by equations known as chemical equations. So chemical equations shows a concise, that is a short form of the complete nature of chemical action or reaction taking place. There are 109 elements, for example hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, helium, carbon, etc., etc. The compounds are formed by combination of different elements in simple proportion. For example, water have combination of hydrogen and hydrogen and oxygen. So H2O is nothing but water. The next example, carbon dioxide, it is the combination of carbon and oxygen. Again, for example, methane gas is the combination of carbon and hydrogen. So these are nothing but the combination or the forms the compounds. The next, the elements are made up of minute and chemically indivisible particles known as atoms. Very small chemical indivisible particles, very small particles known as atoms. We know the smallest quantity of substance which can exist by itself in a chemical recognizable form known as molecules. So there is some basic information about the symbols with atomic mass and molecular mass. You can able to see in the table the substance, the symbol, atomic mass and their molecular mass. For example, hydrogen symbol is H2, atomic mass is 1, molecular mass is 2. Oxygen O2, atomic mass is 16 and molecular mass is 32. For the nitrogen, symbol is N2, atomic mass is 14 and molecular mass is 28. Like how the sulfur, the carbon monoxide, the methane, also called as marsh gas, and the ethane and carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, steam or water is nothing but H2O. It has having the molecular mass. So these are all the elements made up of atoms and molecules. Now the combustion equation for hydrocarbon fuels. In that, the combustion equation of solid fuels, these are the titles as I have taken from the University of D. Batu has been given. So for the combustion equation of the solid fuels, the combustion of fuels is the chemical composition of oxygen, though there are many chemical equations for the chemical combination of oxygen. So for example, when the carbon burns in sufficient quantity of oxygen, carbon dioxide is produced along with the release of large amount of heat. This is represented by following way in the form of chemical equation C, that is carbon plus O2. So carbon plus oxygen forms CO2, that is carbon dioxide. So this is the chemical equation of solid as well as the liquid fuels. So carbon have one molecule, so coefficient of C is 1, like that the coefficient of O2 is 1, like that the coefficient of CO2 is also 1. Therefore 1 molecule plus 1 molecule is equal to 1 molecule. So the molecular mass of that carbon is nothing but 12, that is mass measured in kg, that is 12 kg, plus O2, 16 plus 16 is 32 kg, and C plus O2 32 plus 12, that is nothing but 44. Now molecule is measured by volume and this kg is measured by mass. So 12 kg plus 32 kg is equal to 44 kg. Divide the equation by 12, it means 1 kg plus divided 32 divided by 12, it means 2.67 kg is equal to 3.67 kg. So 1 kg plus 2.67 kg is equal to 3.67 kg. It means dividing the equation by 12, it means 1 kg of carbon requires 2.67 kg or 8 by 3 kg of oxygen for its complete combustion and produces 3.67 kg of carbon dioxide. You can able to see from the diagram. Now I can take the example second. See the equation, 2C plus O2 is equal to 2CO. The coefficient of C is 2, the coefficient of O2 is 1 and the coefficient of CO is 2, that is by 2 molecule plus 1 molecule is equal to 2 molecule, that is by volume. Now 2 multiplied by value of carbon is 12 plus 32 kg is equal to 2 multiplied by that is mass of CO is 28. Therefore equation becomes 24 kg plus 32 kg is equal to 56 kg. Now dividing the equation by 24, it means 1 kg plus 4 by 3, it means 1.33 kg is equal to 7 by 3. It means 2.33 kg. It means divided the equation divided by 24, we can able to get 1 kg plus 133 kg is equal to 2.33 kg. It means the important is 1 kg of carbon requires 1.33 kg of oxygen and produces 2.33 kg of carbon dioxide. This is the combustion equation for hydrocarbon fuels. It means how much quantity of oxygen and carbon required for forming the chemical equation. Now the next, the combustion equation of gaseous fuel. The gaseous fuel are generally measured by volume, that is in meter cube. The mass is measured in kg. So for example, if I write the equation 2CO plus O2 gives us 2CO2. So by volume, the coefficient of CO is 2. It means 2 meter cube plus coefficient of O2 is 1, that is 1 meter cube is equal to coefficient of CO2 is 2 meter cube. So coefficient by volume it is taken. So by putting the value of CO plus O2 plus CO2, it means 2 multiplied by 28 plus 32, 16 and 16, 32 is equal to 2 into the value of CO2 is 44. It means the equation will become that 1 by mass, if we measure, then 1 kg plus 0.57 kg is equal to 1.57 kg. It means that 2 volumes of carbon monoxide requires 1 volume of oxygen and produces 2 volume of carbon dioxide. It means basically or purely we are thinking about as far as this is the gaseous fuel, so we have to consider the volume. Now the next example, that is 2H2 plus O2 can gives us 2 H2O by considering the coefficient as it is the gases. So therefore the equation can be 2 volume of H2 plus 1 volume of O2 is equal to 2 volume of H2O, that is water. Sometimes it is also called as steam. Now the next example for the gaseous fuels I can take the third example I will consider here. CH4 plus 2O2, that gives us the equation CO2 plus 2H2O. So methane plus oxygen when adds to one another, that can form the carbon dioxide plus water. By volume, if I consider the coefficient of methane, that is CH4 is 1 meter cube plus coefficient of O2 is 2 meter cube plus, is equal to, you can understand, 1 meter cube plus 2 meter cube. It means if we put the values, that is it can form 16 kg plus 2 into 32 kg is equal to 44 kg plus 2 into 18 kg, that is by mass. Therefore we divide this equation by the 16. Therefore 1 kg of CH4 is equal to 4 kg of O2 is equal to 2.75 kg of CO2 plus 2.25 kg of H2O. It means how the answer should be written: 1 kg of methane requires 4 kg of oxygen and produces 2.75 kg of CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and 2.25 kg of water or steam. One of the next example, you can understand it. Example number 4, you can get it, you can read it. Now the next heading, it is given as per the D bar 2, that is determination of minimum air required for combustion. In that the theoretical or minimum mass of air required for complete combustion. So the theoretical part, I'll read it. Adequate supply of oxygen is very essential for the complete combustion of fuel. Hence, for obtaining maximum amount of heat of fuel, the minimum or theoretical mass or volume by oxygen required for complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel may be calculated from the chemical analysis of the fuel. The mass of oxygen required by each of the constituent of the fuel may be calculated from the chemical equations. Now, if you consider mass of carbon is C, mass of hydrogen is H2 kg, and mass of sulfur is S kg, we know that 1 kg of carbon requires 8.3 kg, that is nothing but 2.67 kg of oxygen for its complete combustion. So finally, the total oxygen required for complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel, now the standard equation is 8.3 C plus 8 H2 plus H, that is measured in kg. 8.c it means carbon, plus 8 H2 means hydrogen, and sulfur. So if some oxygen, say O2, is already present in the fuel, then the total oxygen for the complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel equation can be written as 8.3 carbon plus 8 H2 plus H, complete the whole bracket, minus O2, and that shall be measured in kg. So that is the determination of minimum air required for combustion, for the complete combustion. Now one of the next heading given by D. Batu, that is theoretical or minimum volume of air required for the complete combustion. So the volume of oxygen we know that is measured in the meter cube. So consider 1 meter cube of the gaseous fuel. Now the volume of carbon monoxide, that is CO meter cube, hydrogen H2 meter cube, methane CH4, that is CH4 meter cube, and ethylene, that is C2H4 meter cube. So therefore the formula, total oxygen required for complete combustion of 1 meter cube of the fuel, so the equation is given as 0.5 CO plus 0.5 H2 plus 2 CH4 plus 3 C2H4, that is measured in meter cube. Like how the total oxygen required for complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel, if the oxygen is present, then from the whole equation we have to subtract O2. Then since the oxygen present in the air is 21% by volume, therefore theoretical or minimum volume of air required for complete combustion of 1 meter cube of fuel, the formula is 100 upon 21 into the whole bracket, 0.5 CO plus 0.5 H2 plus 2 CH4 plus 3 C2H4 if the oxygen is present, minus O2, and complete the whole bracket, that is measured in the meter cube, because it is minimum volume of air required for complete combustion. Now the next sum of the heading which is conversion of volume analysis into the mass analysis. This is called as volumetric analysis to mass analysis, also called as gravimetric analysis. Now I can take for the better understanding, I have to take the example of it. So what it is given in the example, the volumetric analysis of the gas, that is CO2, CO, O2 and N2 is given. What we have to calculate is fuel gas composition, fuel gas composition by mass. So with help of the table we have to understand it. Whatever the given constitute we have to write in the column form, that is CO2, CO, O2, N2, volume as it is given in the form of percentage, we have to divide by 100 for those values. Then that shall be 0.14, 0.1, 0.5 and 0.88. So the total is 1. Now the molecular mass which is given is that is 44 for CO2, 28 for CO, 32 for O2 and 28 for N2. Now the proportional mass we have to calculate, that is column C, that is nothing but multiplication of A into B, and for next column mass in kg per kg of fuel gas, that is D, that is C divided by summation of C. Now therefore we have calculate from this formula percentage by mass is equal to D into 100. So therefore you can able to see how to calculate the mass or the percentage of mass required. You can able to see from the formula, if we have to calculate the proportional mass, therefore then C is equal to A into B, that column we have to use. And for finding out mass in kg per kg of fuel gas, that is column D, the C divided by that particular C divided by summation of C, that is for CO2. If we have to find out the mass in kg per kg, the value of C is 6.6 divided by summation of C is 30.44. therefore percentage by mass is nothing but the answer is 20.2 percentage. Like how you have to calculate all the values, you can see in the total you can able to see, and in the column of total you can able to see, and you can able to get the solution of it. Now the next conversion of mass analysis into volumetric analysis. Like how directly we will go for the table. Constituent is again CO2, CO, O2 and O2 and N2. The next column is percentage of mass analysis, next column is molecular mass, next column is proportional volume, and next column is volume in 1 meter cube of flue gas, that is column D. And then the last column is percentage volumetric analysis. So you can able to see, and what we have to find out is conversion of mass analysis into the volumetric analysis. So from the columns you can able to see. Now the next one of the heading, which one is given, that is mass of excess air required. Now the mass of excess air required, excess air supplied may be determined by the mass of unused oxygen found in the flue gases. Therefore the formula for mass of excess air supplied is equal to 100 divided by 23 into mass of excess oxygen, and for the total mass air supplied, that is mass of necessary air plus mass of the excess air. Then the next is one of the numerical I have taken for better understanding, that is one of the example on minimum air required for complete combustion on the mass basis. Now I can read the numerical for you. A fuel has following composition by mass, percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is given. You can able to see from the PPT. Now what we have to calculate, the theoretical air supply per kg of fuel and the mass of the products of combustion per kg of fuel. Now whenever we solve, we always write the given things. Now the theoretical or minimum air required air supply per kg of fuel, we have the formula, that is 100 upon 23 into the whole bracket 8 upon 3 carbon plus 8 hydrogen plus sulfur, complete the small bracket, minus O2, complete the whole bracket, that is measured in kg, by putting the value of carbon, hydrogen and sulfur which is given, converting percentage into the values. So therefore the minimum air supply per kg of fuel, the answer is 13.96 kg. Now the second thing we have to calculate is mass of products of combustion. Now we know 1 kg of carbon produces 11 by 3, that means 3.66 kg of CO2, and 1 kg of hydrogen produces 9 kg of water, also called as steam. Therefore the total mass of the products of combustion is equal to, the formula is 11 by 3 carbon plus 9 hydrogen. By putting the values of carbon and hydrogen, we can able to get the answer, that is 4.21 kg. Now, so this was all about the combustion of fuel with its numerical for better understanding. Now, in this, I have added one of the activity, a simple activity I have been added for your better understanding. Now, there are some question. You have to answer in one word. So, which is the hottest part of the flame? That is, the answer is given. Then what is the fuel of the body? It is given. Then the lowest temperature at which the substance catches the fire, answer is ignition or kindling temperature. So next question, which part of the flame is luminous? Next question is the calorific value of fuel is expressed in what? Next is which fuel have low ignition temperature? You can able to see the answers. Now one of the true and false I have been taken is oxygen important for combustion. Next, liquid is only fuel. Now the next is innermost zone of candle flame is hottest zone. So one more, next slide. There are four types of combustion. In the true or false you have to answer. There are two zones of candle. Next, solid fuel have less calorific value than liquid fuel and gaseous fuel. Then a good fuel should have high calorific value. You have to answer in true or false. Then one more, the next activity, that is combustible or a non-combustible form of, you have to tell. So wood, rubber and plastic, you have to tell whether it is combustible or non-combustible. So dear friend, thanks for watching and thanks for concentration. Thank you.